So, good morning, everybody. We are here in the first debate about euthanasia, and we are going to discuss if, in your opinion, euthanasia should be approved or disapproved in Colombia. Okay? So, the first person to intervene is... Raise your hand. Who is going to begin? Okay, so Marta, you are first.
Okay, I think the euthanasia is the method or procedures when the medical doctor of the family have reduced the pain in the patient. The patient living with an intensive pain, or when the patient have a terminal issue.
That may be true, but I don't agree with you, because I think when person have a lot of pain, they can decide about their self, because they are in a special situation. With a lot of pain, they don't think well, or they can think well, and they can suffer, for example, different illness like the Alzheimer, or they suffer depression, and they don't they are no conscious about their life, for example.
Good. Next
I
person.
agree with you on that one, because the euthanasia is only possible to apply in cases of person suffer different kind of illness, terminal illness, but not in person with mental illness. It's not possible in these cases because the person don't decide about
I see what you mean, but in Europe, for example, in Belgium, they approve the legalization that euthanasia, but the doctor the doctor decide in this patient with this sick, for example, mental sick or Alzheimer, they had the final decision in the life of the patient is complex.
Hold on a second. So just a second. Don't forget, you say patients. Okay, patients. Now it's the turn from a person in this group. So we go 1, 1, 1, 1. So Marisol, you continue.
I think that the law should be changed to let anyone with someone several medical condition in which is causing unbearable symptoms to have an assisted suicide. I wouldn't want to unnecessarily keep alive against my own will. Yes, because it's my decision. In that case, I don't have a conscience about if I want to keep my life or not.
So Maria.
But on the other hand, euthanasia is more requested by poor people or depressed people, mentally or emotionally disturbed. Because of that, the euthanasia will tend to eliminate the poorest and weakest people. And because for them, the euthanasia is more accessible. Euthanasia potentials illegal euthanasia. Yes.
Wait. So in the next group.
I have to disagree with you there, because I think that all the cases are different. For example, you must to check the pathology and the condition of the patient. You must be known in each case. And each patient have the option to decide in advance about your right, because the life is a right, but you can reject. I can reject it.
But I see what you mean. But when the euthanasia is legalized in some country, doctors tend to generalize the rule in all the patients.
But the decision is not the decision must be taken by the patient, no to the doctor, by the doctor,
But
inclusive the family. The family shouldn't decide about it, because, for example, there are cases where the patient is a problem for the family, and the family decide the kill yes, apply the euthanasia. But the only person that knows to decide about it is each person. But this decision must be taken in advance, not in the moment that the case is involved.
in the terminal life,
Moment.
no.
Okay,
But
so just a second. So Kelly, you are raising your hand.
I think accepting euthanasia accepts that some lives, those of the disabled or sick, are worthless than others. So that is why I don't agree with euthanasia. I don't agree with you.
Like Marta.
Okay, but in other hands, the euthanasia is a method when you have a patient with terminal illness, or when the patient have a lot of pain. Yes, but the is the inhuman, and you see or you live with the patient with terminal pain. In the Constitution, in the Constitution in the 2014, the article of the article say the diet limit. Yes. But the euthanasia is included in this term, but the Constitution will possibly use this method.
No offense, but I don't agree with you.
Raise your
because
hand, but wait.
euthanasia affects other people's rights, and not just those of the patient, also someone else.
Someone else. So just hold on a second. It's turn for the other group. So Valentina and then Catalina.
The decision is of the person that is suffering here, not the people, the family or friends, because the pain is of the patient, all of them. And they didn't know what is the patient feeling, so they can judge for that.
Okay, so Catalina's turn.
I'm afraid I don't agree. I think the life is the most important right. And when you use the life, you don't use the word, the right of the die or the culture of the die. Yes, it's true. In Colombia, the court, the constitutional court, in their sentences, C239, 1970, write about homicide for piety, and it's clear in Colombia the people have two possibilities. If you believe in your life, you have the option believe in your life and the dignity, like the health, when the form of the health. Okay, and then the people have the decision about if the people want to die. But for me, it's more important conserve the life because it's a homicide. Yes, it's true. The doctors hasn't responsibility because it's their decision. But in Colombia, it's the concession objection is when the doctor, for the same reason, don't want to practice the euthanasia for religious principles or moral principles. They are not mandatory to do euthanasia. And in our country, for example, the father of the caricaturist, Matador.
I am agree with you in part, but when the person are suffering a terminal illness, is the responsibility of the doctor gave all the medicine or all the training to be feel better or to die but better, yes, but it's not to give her the assisted suicide.
I
So,
have
Aníbal.
disagree with the euthanasia because the main labor of the medicals, doctors, is the people, the life, not kill the people. But that you say that may be true, but for example in Netherlands or other countries of Europe, the elders are afraid because when they arrive to the hospital, it's more possible that the medicals apply the euthanasia for them, but they don't want. The euthanasia is an easy way to resolve the problems. No.
But it is only, excuse me, but
No.
it is only for a business. Yes, it's for a business, for pharmaceutical business, because the cost is very expensive, it's very high. But yes, it's a social problem. But
Daniel.
it's a social problem, but the person and the families who was in that problem is feeling very bad, is feeling disgusting. Then your part or your father or your mother was in that case only for business.
I don't agree with you because usually the people that receive the euthanasia are free. The sick persons are spread mentally and emotionally disturbed. They don't can decide in a good way because the pain is a bad advice for them.
Yes, but it is good to give the note or the notaria, I don't know, if it is possible if I have on the future have the accident and it involved in this situation, I give myself, like my decision is that I'm end with my life. No the doctor, no my family, no everyone, only my.
No offense, but I don't agree with the euthanasia, and the reason is simple. The euthanasia is a human right, and for example, the European Court of Human Rights don't recognize this practice.
But this is but sorry, excuse me, but I don't agree with you because we are a Latin American people and we are very feeling. In Europe or in the United States, the people are okay, all that, okay, bye-bye, thank you, goodbye, but we are feeling, we are very patient, we are Latin American people. So, if I had with this experience with my mother, and I wait for at the last time we say no, she died. You know, the doctor say they don't have anything to do. Yes.
No
And that time they say yes, okay, this is correct, and she go. But when you suffer this circumstance, you know about that.
You understand?
No offense, but I don't agree. I agree with you.
Okay, so wait a moment.
That might be
We
too
listen
bad who
to
is the-
Catalina raise her hand and Maria's turn
No
also.
offense, but I don't agree with you because the conditions in Europe are very different for the people. Because in Europe the people have a lot of help, and it's not the same in Colombia because in Europe the people pay for these sick. And in Colombia, it's not good when you say, no, I don't pay, and if for my family, I am the problem with my family, and the best option is to die. No, in Colombia, it's correct when you say the human life is the most important. If you are sick or not, the doctors, it is the responsibility of the doctors help your sick and come with all instruments for your health.
Okay, so stop. And Daniela's time.
See, one part I disagree because the person who decide die have to not decide this in one day or in 2 days. They have to decide this for many times because he's in pain and he don't want to their family suffer. The money is really expensive. Keep one person in pain because they don't have medication to live with the pain. For example, in Colombia it's terrible the health. So yeah, the system is terrible. So if someone think in life because he really wants to die in a very good way because he don't want to survive.
Okay, so excuse me, Maria's turn. Maria's raising her hand.
True about the life right. I think the euthanasia may be against the life right because euthanasia is about to eliminate the passion, and it's the life right talk about the dignity of the passion and the ethic of the medical. The medical is about to cure the patient, and the euthanasia may cause the social disposition because the family may need some person, main person in the family, and it's like a suicide.
Suicide. So, Marta.
Okay, no offense, but I don't agree. But the euthanasia is the fundamental human to die with dignity, but it's cruel and human. You see the patient with a lot of time, but the doctor have two possibilities. Make the process or consensus of objection, but the treatment patient, but the treatment need to avoid the committee designated for the doctor perform the procedures, but use the lawyers, psychology, psychiatry, and the doctor make the procedure, but it's not fast the decision, but need the consentiment the family, and when patient work or made the video with with decision, but the constitutional say is important and respect this decision.
Kelly?
I see what you mean, but there is no way of properly regulating the euthanasia in the hospital. So every people could die, and also allowing euthanasia undermines that the commitment of doctors and nurses to save lives. So it's like, and also allowing euthanasia will discourage the search for new cures and treatments for the terminally illness. So it's
Jane Lee?
I think it's important to clarify that the euthanasia or this procedure can be used only in terminal patients who have no chance of living in the long term, and you have no real chance of survival. I think it's important to clarify this point in order to I think the government should regulate this issue to avoid bad practice. And it's very important that you think that if you love a person, you don't want to see this person suffer.
Oh, Sandra?
I agree with you in one part. All people want to die without pain in God. But the doctors have another way to help the patient. For example, the doctor provide they can use the drugs, for example, analgesic, in an analgesic to reduce the pain in the patient, and there can have two results. The patient get to establish the health, and the analgesic can produce the life, but it's a dignity life. It's different that use the euthanasia.
Donnie raised her hand before.
I agree with you on that one. In the real life, the hospitals, when the patient, in terminal patients, for example, in cancer, in these cases, it's important control all the time the pain in these patients. Yes, apply all the time analgesic, and in this, the euthanasia in this moment is other way. Is just on the many ways of saying that is going to help the other in this moment, help the other to die. In this moment, to die, because this person don't have more options for a dignity life. At this moment, in these cases, in these specific cases. Yes.
But the morphine had a lot of people to decrease the pain. I think it's better use this drug than use the euthanasia. For me,
But this other way for apply to euthanasia. Use morphine. In these cases, you increase the dosified morphine, and the people relax and present difficult breath, and your cardiac frequency decrease, and the people, I don't know, it's other way for say euthanasia. It's help the other. It's help the other.
I understand, but it's different because the doctor can always finish to decide for the patient.
Okay, so Kelly and then Marta. So Kelly, you.
I think person, it's like you are not the owner of the life of the person. And also voluntary euthanasia is the start of a slippery slope that leads to involuntary euthanasia and the killing of people who are thought undesirable. So I don't know, I don't agree with you.
Marta?
Okay, that may be true, but the drugs don't reduce 100% the pains because the people serve this method, but it's not the cruel method, but used only in adults and is the method which you or the patient have to relax or finish the terrible sleep.
That may be true, but for example, you can use the drugs to feel better, to make feel better a person, but not to kill the person because you are not the owner of his life.
But the drugs not reduce the 100% the pain because the people serve this method.
And the people need more dosified this treatment, this morphine. It's not only one milligram. No, need more. And for this reason, the people decide your final yes. It's the same way.
But I don't agree with you because we aren't the owners of the life of the people. The life is a right, and is the decision of the only one, no yes, but it's personal decision, but yes, but for example, the people that have these cases are sick and they don't have all the sense to choose a correct choose, to make a correct choose. This is the point.
Yeah, but in this way, you can decide in advice. Not the moment that you need this result.
But yes, I understand your point. But for example, the states don't have the rights to influence in the life of the other person, of the people. It's a personal decision. And a euthanasia politic is general for everyone, and the people lose their rights.
Lose
Yes,
rights.
but it's a right that I can reject.
I'm afraid I don't agree.
And additional,
Wait a moment. Gently finish.
if you are, it's not only the pain. For example, if you are connected a machine all your life, you don't feel
No, because
pain.
this is
You don't feel pain.
artificial method.
Yes, but
It's different.
you
It's
don't
different.
feel-
It's
you don't
different.
feel-
I
you
don't
don't
agree
feel
with
pain.
no,
You don't feel
no.
anything.
I don't agree. I don't
But-
agree with
but if
that
you're-
you need to plug in a machine. Is other way, other case.
No, it's a
Okay.
generational.
I'm not
So,
sure.
wait a
But
second.
connect-
Catalina's turn. Catalina, raise your hand and say.
I'm afraid I don't agree because in the sentences you can confuse two definitions of your two meanings when euthanasia omits and euthanasia omits. When you say euthanasia omits is when you have take the decisions, yes, and when you say yes, I want to die or no. And euthanasia homicide is when Hitler or in other dictatorships like Stalin killed the people for this reason. because for health, for sick, or for problems in their health. And my question is, the last days, the court, the constitutional court say the children has decision too. And yes, the children like 14 years old, and
But no, it's only decision of the boys.
No, it's only decision of the children.
Sorry.
No,
it's
I'm
together.
sorry.
Parents and the child.
No, then
Let her finish. Let her finish.
But
So,
for example,
finish.
what decision take a children or a person about their life in the court life? For me, is important thinking about the future of our country, about their life, our life, because it's very dangerous for our. When I think no, that I is the better option, and can be a homicide, a suicide, and if, for example, if I bring the example of the Hitler, who killed a lot of people, and what decision you when I take the decision, I have in all my qualities and capacities, and if I don't have this capacity, because I am very young, what decision I take, what is the difference of piety, or what is the difference of euthanasia?
So, just a second. Daniela, you wanted to say something about the children decision.
Any person wants to die, if you take this decision, it's because you are really suffer, and if a kid or a old person is the same. If one kid decides to die, because it's really suffer. I don't think anyone wants to die. Yes, if you decide this, it's because you are really want to keep in pass, keep peace, of course.
And
Anyone want to die.
Andoni,
It's important in Colombia, in the constitutional governance, the rule is clear in these cases, that the patient is asked for in a conscientious way, and that the doctor agrees to help. But the doctor don't agree with the decision. There are a committee for review these cases, specific cases, and in this committee participate the other doctor, the psychiatric, the lawyer, and decide what is the resolution for this problem in these cases, and they are decided. However, the family never might decide by him or her. It's clear in the rules is clear in Colombia. I don't know in the other countries, but in Colombia it's clear. This is the rules. It's important the patient clarify, write or a letter or a video. Yes, it's clear in these cases. And
I see what you made, but I don't understand the rules, because in the sentences, the sentences say the decision is mine. It's not the doctor, or it's not the law, or the psychiatrist. It's mine. But
because after this decision is important. Yes, it's real. There are a committee. The committee is 3 persons. Yes, and different doctor in this moment treat this person. It's different doctor and choose the cases and decide what happened in this case, specific case.
so Maria, and then Marta. Maria,
Diagnostic.
But they don't decide about the life of the patient.
Yes. It's not only the doctor with the patient. No. It's important the committee in all the cases. It's
So, Maria,
I see what you mean that euthanasia can cause to lose the trust for the doctor because the patient think that the doctor and the family maybe don't want that he live or the doctor don't want to work or I don't know.
and Marisol, you conclude.
When the doctor get or receive her graduate, they pass the Hippocratic oath. Hippocratic oath, all of the Hippocratic oath is the same of the life.
Yes.
The key to the life if they have a medical very expensive cost or like that. But it is only for the proof of the life. They keep the life. It's the Hippocratic oath. So I don't understand it's the owner decision of the patient, but no the family, no the doctors, anybody, only the patient.
Okay.
But the law give more independent to the doctor to decide. I think they can decide on its own moment.
In Colombia, no.
No, but there are a lot of doctors that they do bad practice in a lot of fields.
Okay, so conclusion.
It's important. All the people wants good or live good. To live suffering the rest of the life is not to live. It's not a good life for anyone.
I don't argue that we can cure ourselves or get others to do it. I know that we can do it because God has given us free will and we can do whatever we want. But my argument is that it would be wrong for us to do it.
Okay, so in conclusion, we have to agree to disagree.
Yes. Yes.
So, life is a right, that may be true, but also every individual has the free will to decide if the person wants to live or not. And then it is an ethical choice if doctors are okay to assist terminal patients or not. And that is the discussion. So, thank you very much, and this is the end of our debate. Thank you.